Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, or just welcome to my channel if this is your first time here, or welcome back if you're returning to my channel. Actually, let me say I'm going to share this chart. Let's start with that. Starting April 1st. Actually, hmm, share this and my screen. Oh, okay. Alrighty. So, um, that's paused. Interesting. Okay, let's stop the share. I don't know what's going on. Mercury is not retrograde. Mercury is in Pisces, though. Um, Giving me a hard time. All right, so here we are. I'm going to share this. There we go. And um, hmm. I'm gonna. Okay, you know what? Gonna pause this. I'm going to stop that. I'm going to share my screen. And I hope you're seeing this. Yeah. All right. Cool. I think you are. There we are. Okay. So here you are. Resume share. Okay. Here we are. All right. I, okay. Aries. Well, we're starting with April 1st. We're going to have a full moon this day on this day soon. The sun is at 11 degrees 52 minutes, but this full moon will be on when? Exactly. uh, Hold on. All right. Well, we have this chart anyway. Um, It'll be on April 1st um in Libra at 2:11 a.m. Well, it'll be on the 1st, but it'll be Thursday, April 2nd on overseas, actually. Right? Yep. Let's see. Open this chart at 12 degrees, 20 minutes. And this is universal time. We've set this at universal time. Let's edit this. I'm actually looking this up on AstroSeek, which I'll share with you. Um, Let's see. Oh, hold on, everybody. Having issues here with technical issues, of course. Um, all right. Well, all righty. Well, I didn't expect to open AstroSeek, but here we are. Okay. Well, all right. I'm going to stop this share and I will share my this chart. Here we are. Yes. Because this is at Universal Time, Greenwich Marine Time, overseas. So here we are. This full moon is in Libra. Oh, at 12 degrees 20 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to stop that. And hold on. We are having some technical issues already. Well, uh, damn. I don't even know if I'm sharing or not. So we'll take that and you know what? All right, let's see here. Why the heck not? So we had the full moon in Libra at 11 a.m. You know what? I'm going to stop that. And then I'll share the astro.com. Man, where the hell is it? Sorry, everybody. Excuse me. All right, here we are. And I'm going to just change this to, I'm going to edit this chart as we're doing this right now. Um, April 2nd. Hmm. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. It'll be at 12 degrees, 20 minutes. Okay. Jeez. Sorry, everybody. Having issues here. So, all right. So actually, this is as close as I can get it. But Greenwich Mean Time. Um, let's see. Hmm. All righty. Let's see. Let's edit this. Um, to San Francisco. Calculate. And then we will go moon, opposite sun. April 5th. Okay. 1st. So yes, here we are on the West Coast. So it'll be 2:11 a.m. in Greenwich Mean Time. This moon, April 1st. We have we have 11:41 here, but I don't understand why is that doing that. Let's move this ahead in second, move minutes. Then why the heck not? Maybe it's 6:11. No. Where's the 7-Eleven? Let's move it an hour ahead. An hour. 7-Eleven? Okay. 12 degrees, 21 minutes. Oh, okay. Well, this is going to drive me insane. Although on AstroSeek it says the moon will be at 12 degrees, 20 minutes. Okay. Okay. So this will be April 1st, late at night. So yeah, around 2:11. Actually, we should move this back to seconds because it'll be there. You go. Yeah, the sun will be at 11:20, 12:20, and the moon is at 12:20. 12 degrees, 20 minutes. Okay, that's close enough. The moon is at 12 degrees, 20 minutes. The sun will be at 12 degrees, 20 minutes. Up, yeah. Okay. So this moon ruled by Venus, and by this time, Venus will be in her domicile. Venus will be in the in one of the signs she rules of Taurus. So she'll be at home here. The sun is in exaltation. Mercury, although Mercury, yeah, is in fall and in detriment in Pisces, but it's direct, so that's good. Um, it's not really making a really great aspect to the sun, but it is in conjunct or in it is in inversion to the moon, Mercury, that is in Pisces. Uh, so, but actually, Mercury and Jupiter are making a trine here. Communication with the planet of communication, merchants, and the planet of goodwill and um, expansion. Uh, Jupiter is in Cancer, so they'll be in a really great um, aspect here. So this is a full moon for Libra in Libra. And Libra will be on the rise at this time. So Libra rising with the Libra moon in your sign on April 1st. So let's go ahead. Actually, let's go back. So just remember that the moon is at 12 degrees, 20 minutes. I'm going to start with Aries. So the moon is now in your seventh house. This full moon is happening in your seventh house, Aries rising. So with the moon here, other people, your spouse, um, mm, that would be seventh house themes are in the spotlight here. And we have the sun in your sign. Oh, so it's about um, compromising between what your soul need contract and your emotional, what you need emotionally in a relationship. So yeah. Um, in marriage, this is contractual agreements, negotiations. Could be actually open enemies as well for you, Aries, rising individuals. You may be feeling that others are too emotional or too um, wrapped up in their own, or, well, with the moon in Libra, it's almost like everyone else is important. Everyone is important. Because Libra, you are a people pleaser. Other people are you enjoy being with. Um, so, uh, and the moon is making a trine to Pluto in your 11th house. Even if when the moon is at 12 degrees, yeah, that's within, yeah, the span of time that I would put is keep a trine. Yeah, between the moon and and Pluto. Yeah, it's not well, especially when the moon is at 6 degrees, or even the yeah. But well, maybe it'll be a little not as strong when it's at 12 degrees 20 minutes. And this moon is ruled by Venus, which is in your second house of money, finances. Well, your what you enjoy, actually, you'll enjoy uh, pleasures of certain things, like maybe food or um, clothing, jewelry, possessions. I think that tangible items that you can you'll probably be doing purchasing of very luxurious things. Aries rising. Okay, moving on to Taurus. Well, Taurus, this full moon is happening in your sixth house of work, employers, employees, and health. Your yeah. You how are you feeling in your health wise or with your work? Are you I'm sure your other people are getting the recognition that you would like. with the moon in your sixth house and the sun in your 12th and house of self undoing and yeah. Um, and overseas uh, banking and stuff like that. So yeah. But you have Venus in your sign. Venus, you'll be looking your best, feeling your best. Maybe not. Well, maybe looking your best. You'll be wearing you'll be showing your best, putting your best face forward, and looking spectacular. But with the moon in Libra in your sixth house, um, maybe things with having things with subordinates and work related things will be emotionally taxing. Well, there may be, well, you'll have to have a compromise here with the sun also. It will also, the moon will, well, oppose Neptune, then Saturn, and then the sun. So, yeah. Uranus here, 28 degrees of in your sign of Taurus. So that's okay. You've been dealing with Uranus in your sign for quite some time. So that's not terrible. Uh, so this is all about you and work and your coworkers and yeah, as I said, that's what this full moon is all about for you. Although there's lots of things happening in your 12th house and 11th house of friends, groups, you're affiliated with. So yeah, the 11th house is memberships. Yeah, humanitarian pursuits. Maybe you'll be doing something on the internet, communicating more in social media, or getting some social support and social recognition. Um, if you have start a podcast or YouTube channel, Taurus Rising, not a bad idea to do that, Taurus. Okay, moving into Gemini, on to Gemini. Well, Gemini, this full moon is happening in your fifth house of children, creativity. Um, maybe your children are getting emotionally like they need more attention now, or maybe you're in a no romance, Gemini, or rekindling a romance, or yeah, because actually these Neptune, Saturn, and Sun in your 11th house of friends, um, memberships, groups you're affiliated with or joined or have joined um, in the internet and all. Yeah. So yeah, actually, that's a good thing for you, Gemini, as well. And Mercury is in your 10th house of career, which rules you in Pisces. So maybe you're talking of more prophetically or being more, excuse me, communicative in your career and public reputation, public and out in public. Gemini rising. But the moon is in your 12th. The Venus, the ruler of the moon, this full moon is in your 12th house of endings, self-undoing, misfortune, spirituality, subconscious. Maybe you'll be having very prophetic dreams, and it's about places that are hidden, hospitals, prisons, even like it could be, yeah, with Uranus in your 12th house, co-present with Venus here. You could have unusual dreams. Gemini rising, yeah. Mm. Okay, let's move on. Or possibly dreams about your career, what you're looking forward to in the future or in the coming year. Yeah, this year. Okay, moving on. Cancer rising. Although you are ruled by the moon, which is there, if the full moon is happening in your fourth house of your home, your property, family, your lineage, ancestry, your roots. It could also be end of lifetime that we have the moon here. You'll probably be feeling more at home, feeling into what's going on with my ancestors. What has it's almost like probably you want to find out about your ancestry. How are you? Yeah. Or your ancestors may be feeling that they want to be close to you. Actually, you are very much a moon's child, and you like to be close to people. Anyway, Jupiter is in your sign, and so yeah, so um, so there's a and actually the Sun is in your 10th house with Neptune and Saturn here. So career and home are you have to balance them out, juggle things around, it's almost like, okay, which one is going to take precedence, my family or my career? But you can balance them out. With Venus in your 11th house of groups, yeah, actually, well, actually it would be best to be with your uh people in a group, in your that you joined a membership, gym membership, possibly. If you're an Aries, I probably would say that you would need to join a gym, especially when you are an Aries. You have all this energy. Um, just make sure you're putting your best persona or your best self forward. Cancer, yeah. Um, balance those emotions and your will and your soul purpose. Yeah. What else? That's all that I got for you there, Cancer. Leo. Well, you're ruled by the sun. And this full moon is in your third house. So the sun is in your ninth. So this is about all about the polarity between third and ninth house. Uh, themes. The third house is siblings, your extended family, neighbors, your community, short distance travel, learning and teaching, your communication, and actually, well, yeah, actually, your emotions are tied to your mindset. Although, actually, it isn't an air sign, so yeah, actually, there is that component as well. That air quality of intellect and the mind. The moon is melding with the mind here. Emotions over your heart and your head could be having a little bit of a um, battle, maybe possible. Although this moon is ruled by Taurus, moon in Libra, ruled by Venus in Taurus in your 10th house. So you're probably going to be looking your best in the public, in the public eye, in your public reputation. Um, Leo rising, yeah. So that's perfect for your if you're yeah, you may get a raise or looking to do so much better in your career. So everything you're learning here, this is from the ninth house, which is philosophy, morality, ethics, your beliefs, higher education, foreign cultures, long distance travel, publishing and teaching. So, yeah. So, it's interesting that you may be feeling that you'll be teaching and what you bring to the ninth house, you'll be bringing to the 10th house to your career. So you're probably learning, teaching, and yeah, being very philosophical and high minded. But you're also going to be learning something in the third house here. It's almost like, you're bringing third house things to the ninth house. So what you've learned, and now you'll be teaching what if your higher mind through a higher mind. This is the third house is lower mind. It's like your mindset, communication, education, to yeah. So, all right, let's go moving on to Virgo. Well, Virgo, this full moon is happening in your second house of money, finance, your livelihood, material possessions. Actually, it's your emotional. Well, you're actually how emotionally attached are you to your possessions? You may have to compromise with other people's money, other people's, with the eighth house of transformation, psychological issues. Maybe there's fear of or power and control, your partner's finances, taxes, inheritances, investments. And also, you could be actually also interested in the occult here with the eighth house. The eighth house is mysteries of are everything that's mysterious, like the occult and the occult sciences. But this moon is ruled by your Venus in Taurus, in your ninth house of higher learning, your higher mind, morality, your ethical stance on things. So, yeah, actually, they may be finding more uh, value in what your beliefs are, what you find uh, moral, and is going to bring some positive things here. Venus is in great condition. Venus is in her domicile. Venus rules Taurus, or yeah, is ruled by Taurus, or Taurus is ruled by Venus. But you will have great conversations with your partners, marriage partner, and friends with Mercury trine Jupiter at this time, which should be great. Hey, yeah. Um, so yeah, for you, Virgo, because Virgo, you're ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is in your 11th, 7th house of your of other people, the other of relationships, partnership of all kind, not just marriage, also contractual agreements and negotiations. Or it could bring out open enemy with Mars here in co-present here in your 7th house. Yeah, maybe some conflict with others possible. All right, on to our Libras. Well, Libra, this is going to be in your 7th. The moon is all about you. The sun is in your 7th house. So this is this full moon is all about how you're feeling. Yep. Venus is in your 8th house. Well, actually, you'll be putting a lot of emphasis on your 11th, on your 8th house themes of transformation. Maybe you'll be transforming the way you're doing your Venus and how your values value how you interrelate with transformation and death and rebirth. This could be also how you're dealing with value other people's money, not other people, just well, this is other people's money, inheritances, and taxes. All right, now moving on to Scorpio. Well, Scorpio, this full moon is happening in your 12th house of self undoing, law, misfortune, could be spirituality as well. It could be an ending of something as well, emotionally, an ending to um, how you relate to others. Jupiter, well, with Libra is about other people, yeah, others, and the air sign of Libra. Uh, so how you and the sun is in in your sixth house of coworkers, your job, the work you do, how you take care of yourself. So maybe you're letting go of some emotion, something that is holding you back from uh, maybe a job you find, or like maybe you'll have interesting dreams about others and what you desire, because Venus is in your seventh house, the ruler of this moon. So the Venus in your transiting your seventh house of marriage partner, negotiations, making negotiations with others, your contractual agreements. Yeah. Could be a good thing with Venus in your seventh house. Or maybe your partner is making great business transactions and stuff like that. Value, he may even value your partnership. Scorpio rising. Mercury is making a very nice trine to Jupiter from the fifth to the ninth house. So communicating to your children about philosophical pursuit, your philosophy, their philosophy, getting to know what they want and needs are. Actually, the communication would be great between those two. Yeah. All right, moving on to Sagittarius. Well, Sagittarius, this full moon is happening in your 11th house of friends, m- group memberships, the internet, social media, getting social support and recognition. It's also the house of hopes and dreams. So maybe you'll be feeling really content with how things are happening with friends and people you affiliate with in groups. And it's opposing the fifth house of creativity, romance. Although Venus is transiting your sixth house of work, your sixth house of health, nutrition, your daily routine. Could be also coworkers, the workplace, and actually it could be working animals. You know, yeah, service animals. You could acquire a service animal, or you maybe or acquire a pet, or well, it'll be with Uranus here that it'll be maybe surprise. But yeah, well, moving on. Yeah, Sagittarius. This is all about work and your health, taking care of yourself. And I'm one of you, Sagittarius rising. Capricorn is next. Capricorn. Well, Cappy, the full moon is in your 10th house of career, public reputation, authority figures, your occupation, and leadership. So, how are you feeling in this role? And as opposed to all these planets in the fourth house of home, property, real estate. Maybe you want to sell property. Maybe you want to create something new in your home with Venus in your fifth house. Because Venus is really great here in the fifth house. Venus is actually pretty happy here in the fifth house. Hmm. Rekindling a romance or getting, if you're single, you may be start a new romance. That would be nice. A Capricorn. Maybe you meet someone at work in your career or in an artistic, or when you're doing a artistic project, a creative project, um, or how you express yourself creatively. Maybe, well, you could even, if you're an actor, you may want to audition if there's any open or any thing you want to audition for. This is the perfect time. You Venus in the fifth house, singing, uh, doing something physical. Yeah, dance, and yeah, definitely will be something. Yeah, to have fun with. Create, will bring out your creativity, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius. Oh, well, yeah, Aquarius. This full moon is in your ninth house of higher learning, philosophy, morality, and ethics. How are you feeling? About your what you value in maybe you're feeling that the what you want to publish and write or have written that you, yeah, with all these planets in the third house, the sun, because this is the third and ninth house for you, just like Leo. You this was the opposite. The moon was in your third house, the sun in your ninth. So now it is this sun is in your third, and the moon is in the ninth. So book publishing could be a theme here. Teaching, uh, how you are feeling about, well, maybe you might want to travel not to a country. Book that um, a voyage or where you want to go overseas. Foreign travel. Yeah, it's a good thing. Actually, you may be feeling that you need to do something different, feeling that you need to do something different, being in another with other foreign people. You may even move. Venus is in your fourth house of home. So you may, if you are not, if you haven't, you are thinking of moving. Um, yeah, Venus will be in your fourth house when this full moon, or for this full moon. All right, now Pisces. Well, Pisces, I'm going first. Well, I'm going to start with these with Mercury in your first house. Mercury is in their joy. Mercury is in its joy here in the first house. Not great in in Pisces, but Mercury is doing well in his joy, in their joy, in its joy. Although Mars is here as well, could be more uh, physical, active, emotionally, or she that the your emotions could bring some action to you, which is great. And then we have this full moon in your eighth house of other people's money, your family, your spouse's money, your partner's finances, other people's money, inheritance, investments. How are you feeling about? You could be um, you're maybe feeling transformed, or just having like maybe you're thinking of some kind of psychological trauma that happened in the past that you will get over because you have Venus in the third house of siblings, the third house of your extended family, your community, um, places that are local to you, like the bank and the grocery store, um, places that are really close to you. Like you maybe even feel that with Venus in your third house, you will value your your neighborhood, your neighbors, your siblings. Although it'll be interesting because Uranus is here, co-present here, and Ceres is also here to uh, cut and sever as the sickle series. Yeah. Um, mm, but this is all about your finances and other people's money with the full moon. This full moon, and your neighbor and how you feeling about your neighbors and siblings. So yeah. Um, anything else? Maybe, well, Jupiter and Mercury are making a really nice trine. So things you are communicating about about what you want, being creative expressively, expressing yourself creative in creative ways, expressing your, or maybe a new, rekindling and romance here. So yeah, actually, that's all I got for you, everybody. This full moon on April 1st or 2nd, depending on if you're overseas in Greenwich Meridian time. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. That was my hour-long video about. Thanks for watching, and actually, sorry for the glitch in the beginning of the video, but we got through it. All right, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. My name is Stephen Jupiterian, and bye.